Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm prepared to offer and withdraw my amendment. I rise for the purpose of engaging in a colloquy with the chairman and the gentlewoman from Maine. Since 1972, the National Marine Fisheries Service has utilized trained fishery observers to monitor and assess the health of fish populations along the coast of the United States, providing critical data gathered from commercial vessels that's then used to guide NOAA in determining best practices for conservation and sustainable management. The fishing industry is a willing and engaged partner in supporting the use of on-vessel observers. However, following a legal challenge this August, NOAA will run out of funding to continue paying for this mandated program. Now, I've heard from fishermen from the south coast of Massachusetts to Cape Cod and the islands to the South Shore who are still struggling from the impacts of diminishing groundfish stocks and worry they'll be unable to cover the burden of this cost. Our region is still reeling from the collapse of the groundfish industry that prompted federal disaster relief. This is particularly true for some small fishing businesses where this added burden can be the difference between success and failure as a business. I'm working with my New England and Massachusetts colleagues and NOAA to find an interim solution. And as we look to 2016, I ask that we work to provide adequate funding for at-sea and dockside monitoring for fisheries with approved catch-share management plans that impose observer coverage as a condition of new and expanded fishing opportunities. We also can use this time, I believe, to seek cost-effective technological alternatives where appropriate. Now, I yield such time as it may consume to my colleague from Maine, Ms. Pingree.
Objection. Gentlelady from Maine is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you to my colleague from Massachusetts and for Chairman Culbertson for chatting with us about this particular issue. As has been already stated here by my colleague today, there's never a good time to ask our fishermen to take on a cost of this size that we're discussing here. But now is an even worse time than most because it will be asking those who make their living in the Gulf of Maine to pay for onboard monitors when the fisheries is struggling. I understand the tough position that NOAA is in due to tight budgets, but times are even tougher on the men and women who make their living from groundfish right now. I hope NOAA can find a way to avoid making them pay for onboard observers, and whatever the short-term solution is, I think NOAA should look at ways to conduct monitoring through the use of onboard cameras or other cost-effective electronic technologies. I hope the chairman will be willing to work with us on this and with NOAA on this issue that affects so many of our hardworking constituents, and I yield back my time.
Gentlelady yields back. Gentleman reserve.
I reserve, Mr. Chairman, I would this time like to withdraw, ask unanimous consent to withdraw this amendment. I would also take this time to thank the chair and ranking member for their willingness to engage in what really is an important issue. And I look forward to working together with you and the ranking member on this issue.
I look forward to working with you. I recognize how important the Northeast Multi-Species Fishery Sector Management Program is and look forward to working with you and my colleague from Philadelphia as we move forward through conference.
We're going to work to get this a more satisfactory resolution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Again,
thank you very much.
I thank the ranking member and the chair and yield back the balance of my time.